Hey, Kim, why you're not at home? Because I'm visiting hospital for Maggie. It's already evening. Aren't you ready for dinner? Are you planning to have my son cook? No, my husband will come to the hospital after work. Then I'll come home and cook dinner. A friend of mine just visited your house. What? Why your friend came to my house? Why? My friend said she had something to do around here. I told her she could have asked you a ride home. You didn't tell me that. I didn't tell you. Mother-in-law, I'm not always home. I don't like it when you make promises without my permission. You have dinner to prepare, right? That's why I thought you'd be home. But then my friend complained that you weren't home. I'm so embarrassed because of you. As I told you before, I come to hospital for my daughter when I have time. So please don't make that kind of promises. I'm in hospital more than home. Don't you think you're spoiling Maggie too much? Just because your daughter is sick doesn't mean you have to go every day. She's still a little girl, and we don't know when her condition will change. Please don't say that. She's sick from the start, so don't worry about it. The doctors say she doesn't have long to live. So you don't want me to take care of her? That's not what I meant. She doesn't have to be a center of your life, do you? I wish you'd pay a little more attention to me. You have a car, but you only use it to go hospital. Why don't you take me on a spa trip once in a while? Right now, I want to be with Maggie as much as possible. My husband feels the same way. I don't think so. My son is with you because you're with her all the time. I guess he has no choice but to go along with you, right? He's not. My husband and I care most about our daughter. You're so stubborn. She's a girl. You don't have to go that far. Gender has nothing to do with it. Yes, it does. If it's a boy, he's going to be the heir. I'm hoping to have a big grandchild soon. I'm sorry, but I can't think about that right now. Now, if you excuse me, I have to support Maggie's meal. Hey, I'm not done yet. I want to go to an outlet mall with my friends next time. Please take us there. You couldn't do it today, so why not? As I told you, I can't do it. Please take the bus or train. I'm not going to leave her now. Hey, listen to me. Next time a singer support is coming to the next town, she's going to give a concert at a commercial facility. Will you take me there? Mother-in-law, my husband told you about Maggie's condition, didn't he? Yes, she's in a critical condition, right? Then how can you ask me to do such a thing? It doesn't matter. It's next week. I'm not asking you to take me there right now. Even so, I don't think this is the right time to say it. Then when should I tell you? You've been told many times in the past that Maggie was in danger. She'll be okay in a couple of days anyway. Right now, we don't know if she can make it or not. That's enough. What? Why should I get accused? Because this is not a time to talk about it. My husband and I have been staying at the hospital for the past few days. I don't know anything about that. It's none of my business. She's your grandson too. A grandchild who's been in the hospital all this time. I haven't seen her at all. I've even forgotten what she looks like. Honestly, this is no different than if she wasn't exist. I see. So, you will take me there, right? My neighbor, Mrs. Lee, wants to go with us. So as I told you, I can't make any promises. Then how do you expect me to get there? It's difficult to get there without a car, isn't it? I asked my husband, but he said he's busy. You're the only one I can ask. I can't either. I just need a ride. If I take the bus, it won't arrive there at the right time. It's not my business. Just do what you want to do. You're useless. What's a daughter-in-law for? Before I'm your daughter-in-law, I'm her mother of my child. Wouldn't you have wanted to be there for him? Of course I would. A son is the most important here. Why, if he was a girl, I wouldn't have cared. That's enough. I have nothing to say to you, mother-in-law. Don't even contact me again. Hey, can't you take me there? Why don't you figure it out by yourself? It's cheeky for a wife to resist your mother-in-law. First of all, it's your fault for having a sickly baby. It's your fault and don't drag me into it too. Hey, are you listening to me? Answer me! Kim, my husband told me about her. I'm sorry to hear about Maggie. Thank you. Don't be so depressed. You can have another baby. See? Next time. What? What? You're going to give up on having kids? You haven't had a boy yet. I can't think like that now. Maggie just passed away, you know. I understand that. That's why I'm cheering you up, right? I think what you just said horrible. Anyway, after the funeral, make a boy as soon as you can. That's all you can do. I told you, the funeral isn't even over yet. That's why I said make it after the funeral. I didn't say now. It's the same thing. I don't like it. Everyone's in a wake mood. It's so depressing. I'm not going to the funeral cremation. It's too much hassle and I don't want to go there anymore. I see. I understand how mother-in-law thinks. If you don't want to, you don't have to come to the funeral. It's been really hard these past few years because of Maggie. My husband and son are always talking about her. You were always with her and never listened to me at all. Nothing good happened at all. But now that Maggie is gone, now you listen to what I'm asking, right? Excuse me, I have to prepare for the wake. Wait a minute. What do you want? Do you realize that this is all your fault? This is all your fault for not having a healthy baby. Even I wanted to give birth to a healthy baby. I've said that to myself hundreds of times. Oh, you knew that? If you knew that, don't do that again, okay? Please make sure it's a healthy baby. Really? Really, how dare you to say such a thing? What? What's wrong? Did I say something bad? Please don't even think to attend the funeral. I wouldn't go even if you asked me to. I don't even have much memories of Maggie. Besides the singer's concert tomorrow, Mr. Lee's son's wife taking me to the concert. So I have to get ready and get a good night's sleep. She's so different from some wives. She really helped me out. Kim, it's been a while. Yes. Oh, you can't even say hello anymore. Are you still depressed? It's already been a month since funeral. It's only been a month. The 49th anniversary isn't even over yet. But I think you're feeling better than last month. So it's time for you to take action. Do your best. What are you talking about? I'm talking about my grandson. I can't wait for you to show me my beautiful grandson. In your mind, Maggie isn't a grandchild, is she? Of course she is. She's always sick and she's in the hospital all the time. Also, the gender is right. I never thought of a girl as a grandchild from the beginning. Instead, focus on making another grandbaby. This time will be a man. You don't even know what is good and bad to say it. I found out the mother-in-law really is an irredeemable person. What? You still don't know anything, do you? Mother-in-law is no longer taken care of by anybody. What do you mean? When have you seen your husband lately? What? Well, I haven't seen him for a few days. He said he's busy, that he's going to be away from home. He hasn't been home, has he? He must have something important to do at work. He's been traveling a lot. It's not unusual for him to be away from home. Your husband left home. Now he's preparing to divorce with you. What the hell are you talking about? Don't say things like that, you don't make sense. It's true story. I have his permission to talk to you about it. Why is my husband divorcing me? We've been together for over 30 years. It's your attitude toward Maggie. You didn't deal with Maggie because she's a female. You made a fool of her for being sickly, and you never came to visit her at the hospital, did you? You didn't even attend the funeral because you thought it would be too much hassle. He just couldn't stand that attitude. Why do you have to get divorced over Maggie? It's her fault for being sickly, isn't it? He couldn't stand that kind of attitude. Your husband really cared about her. He warned you many times, didn't he? He wanted you to stop being so harsh to Maggie. You want me to love any grandchild for her unconditionally? If you don't like something, you can't help it. I am not saying that you should be unconditionally kind to her because she's your grandchild. But every time something happens, you point out that Maggie is sickly or weak. Even you made disparaging statements on more than one occasion. You're free to think what you want in your mind. But you don't have to speak any single word, do you? I'm just being honest with myself. I just said what I was on my mind. What's wrong with that? I think you don't understand that. That's why you're getting divorced. Also, my husband and I will be cutting you out as well. Why is my son cutting me out too? Because he's Maggie's father. My husband and I and father-in-law love Maggie. None of us will understand your mother-in-law. Don't ever get involved with us again. Wait a minute. I can get my husband on the phone. If I call now, it won't even go to voicemail. He's blocking you. He will have his lawyer contact you when he's ready to divorce you. I thought my son hadn't been responding to me lately. Maybe I've been ignored for a long time? I'm afraid so. I was going to block you too. But I really wanted to tell you about your current situation. That's why I haven't blocking you. I just wanted to say that you deserve what happened to you. I will never forget the things you have insulted me for. Kim, wait! I apologize! So please tell my husband and son. Could you tell them that I'd like to return the call? Why would I? Even if I did, neither of them will make a move. If you have something you want to tell me, contact the lawyer your husband hired. That's not my point! I want a proper family discussion! Family? Are you misunderstanding something? None of us consider you as a family. I think you might say it better way. I am still mother-in-law. I never thought of you as my mother-in-law. What? After I got married, you started picking on me. After giving birth to Maggie, you started insulting me for giving birth to a sickly child. You know, you are the one who disrespects your grandchild. I can't even consider someone like that a stepmother, but it doesn't matter for now. You didn't recognize her as your grandchild either. It's up to me what I think. Kim, I'm sorry. I'm sorry when I treated Maggie badly. It's too late for apologize. She won't come back. I won't do anything like that again. You can do whatever you want. It's none of our business. Think about what you've done and leave from now on. How am I supposed to leave? My husband says he's divorcing me too.
My son has disowned me too.
Kim, please help me. I'll do anything. If you do anything, just forget about us. We will never help you. You're nothing to us. Then there was a discussion about my parents-in-law's divorce. My mother-in-law insisted that never wanted a divorce. In the end, it was a meditated divorce. However, she was always neglecting her housework and playing around. She was also verbally abusive to my father-in-law in a way that hurt him emotionally. In the end, it was decided that my mother-in-law had a problem. My father-in-law's claim was accepted, and we were able to get a divorce. Currently, my mother-in-law is living alone in the house. I heard that she's looking for a job while living alone in the house she received as a part of the property division. Also, my husband had put in a good word with relatives and acquaintances of my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law's terrible attitude soon became a rumor. My mother-in-law's terrible attitude soon became known and no one would take her seriously. My mother-in-law has lost all their family. I don't know how she will live in the future, but it is none of our business. We will not help her in any way, no matter how much trouble she may be in the future. My husband and I moved out of the house as soon as our daughter passed away, and my father-in-law has moved to the same neighborhood. I will never forget the sadness of my daughter's death. But it is not only sadness, but we also have happy memories of our daughter. I hope that we can move forward, even if it is little by little. I want to live my life to the extent that my daughter in heaven will not be worried. Together with my family, who has also borne the grief, I will do my best to get over it.